So how can you set up a great collaboration with your child's teacher?
Find out today at Dyslexic and Unstoppable.
Hi, it's Dr. Doug Curtis.
And DC Curtis from Dyslexic and Unstoppable. Our mission is to help dyslexics rediscover their inner power.
That's right. It's the start of the new year. Some kids have already started. Some are starting this coming week. And especially for the child with dyslexia, but with every child, one thing that really helps them is when there's a great collaboration between the parents, the teachers, and the child. And if the child's getting tutors outside, with those tutors too. So everybody's on the same page. Everybody's really working together. And I guess it brings up, how do you advocate for your child and really, be in there and fight for your child and help them in every way you can, and at the same time be a great collaborator with the teacher so the teacher feels like they're on the same page and they want to help you. So how do you do that?
Right. Well, I think back of, for me, the first thing that comes up is what part of this process are they in? Is it at the beginning, when they're very, very much struggling, or is it at the end where they're independent and have gone through the system and have overcome as much as they can in their life, right? To succeed in the classroom. So when you're in, like when our son was in between kindergarten and second grade, I would say we had to have a really big collaboration between the teacher, the reading specialist, and us, so that we're all on the same page, working on what's the most challenging thing right now, so that we're the homework gets done at the learning center or in collaboration, so that there's less stress on the child and the improvements are greater, right? And then today our son is in 8th grade, so he's totally independent now. But spelling is still an issue, right? Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, right? So, but it shows up in his essays, right? It shows up in could show up in history, could show up in writing, it could show up in social.
It showed up in science before, right?
Science, exactly. Right. And so, when is it? So we usually but we go to a small private school, so teachers know us now, so that we've made that collaboration and people know who we are, and now they know we're doing all these things with Dyslexic and Unstoppable, so it changes, right? But at the beginning of the year, this year we have new teachers, right? So we're giving it a little time, so a couple weeks for them to figure out who Felix Alexander is, how he's working, and all these things, and see if there's a disconnect. So sometimes they're like, I would hear in previous years, his ideas are incredible, but his grammar, why is he, there's a lot of grammar errors or things like that, right? So that's when I step in and I talk to the advisor, and we all, so we set up a system that he gets. He does all his homework, because that's we want him to be independent, but at the same time at the end there's somebody who goes back and edits to see where did you make a mistake, so, and then we talk about it, right? So where was that and why was this, so that we're not doing the work, he's doing the work and seeing where the mistake is, so that he can see where it goes. But it's different wherever you are in at the beginning of the struggle or at the end of the struggle, right?
I guess that, yeah, for sure. But I think anywhere through that struggle, one thing that helps, and it is more at the beginning when you're first, because you're so frustrated, you're so overwhelmed, you don't know, where to turn, and you want the best for your child, so and you want to advocate for your child, so you almost go in there with a confrontational feeling, right? You feel like, I got to fight for my child, right?
Yeah.
And I think that if you do take a step back and realize that, the teachers are there, they want your child to succeed too, right? They want the best for your child too. Of course, it's extra work for them or whatever, but, and they if you go in there and you're super aggressive, they're going to be defensive about their teaching, whatever. But if you go in there realizing they want the best for your child, you want the best for your child, the reading specialist wants the best for your child, and you say, how can we all work together? Right. A lot of times you can take that step back ease the pressure, and then everybody wants to
Right.
work together.
And the biggest things I saw with that was teachers realizing how we were also part of the process, that we would, we were not just saying, okay, you people do all this.
Right, fix this for us. Right.
We would be there at night doing our part. When everybody does their part, then nobody feels that it's all the pressure on them, and then the collaboration is really good.
Yeah, definitely. So we hope this helps, make this year a great year in collaborating with your teacher and everything. Let us know how you collaborate with your teacher. Leave us a comment below and visit us at Dyslexic and Unstoppable.
Thank you.
Thanks.